And the clock tick-tocked on the wall, and then one day, on a frosty, misty morning, the postie arrived, bearing a package from London town himself. Come in. Oh, God, that postman, he always rings twice. Hello. Hello, postman, Pat. Look, sisters, it's the postman with a massive package.
Great.
What?
How do you think you are?
Oh, open it, Father. I cannot bear the suspense.
Righto. Bad news, I'm afraid.
What?
It's a message from Lord Penguin.
Oh, no.
Dear Bronte sisters, I am returning your definitive 19th century novels unopened, as we do not read any novels written by ladies. Seeing as in our view, ladies should be seen and not heard. Yours faithfully, Lord Penguin of Penguin.
Oh, no! Oh, no, all our dreams dashed to the ground in one fell swoop. Isn't that terrible, sisters?
Yes. This is the worst news you could have possibly have had.
I wish I wasn't a lady. Don't you, my sisters?
Yes. Oh, dear, my daughters. Now you'll never be famous and open the museum and clotted gift shop.
Yes, but... Oh, no. But wait a minute.
What is it, Charlotte Corday?
I've just had an idea. Haven't we, sisters?
Yes. So what is your idea? Tell me quickly before I lose all interest.
Yes. So what I was thinking is, if it's men they want, then it's men they can have. Send them again, but this time with men's names on them.
Men's names? Do you mean like male pseudonyms?
Yes, I do, as it happens, with an all-male nude Yehudi menuins.
What a fabulous idea.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
But like, what names, for example? Can you think of any men's names?
Well, I'll be Charlie Bronte, Anne'll be Andy Bronte, and Eric will be Ernie Bronte.
Good. So get him in the post immediately. Let's get cracking. It's a long shot, but it might just work.
Yes.
And lo, it did come about. They sent their novels yet again to the Penguin House, but in men's names. And many days went by. Then, the next day, the postman returned, once again, by return of post.
Look, Father!
What is it, daughters?
It's a letter from Lord Penguin.
Lord Penguin of Penguin? What does it say? Tell me, I am all ears.
Dear Charlie, Eric and Ernie, this is Lord Penguin here. These are the best novels I've ever read in my whole life. Please come to London at once and don't spare the horses. Did you hear all that, Bronte sisters?
Yes.
Let's go! Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
Excuse me, but are you Lord Penguin of Penguin?
Yes, ladies, I am. So what is that to you, might I ask?
We are the Brontes. You summoned us to visit your offices, your lordship.
Did I? I don't think so. Let me look in my appointments diary. No, I summoned the Bronte brothers.
That's what I keep trying to tell you. If you'd listen for a minute, we are the Bronte brothers, except we's ladies.
Good heavens! I've never heard of such a thing in all my years of publishing Penguins. Do you mean to tell me it was you who wrote them definitive 19th century English novels?
Yes, how many more times do I have to tell you? It's true, isn't it, sisters?
Yes. All right, then. I've decided to publish and be damned.
That's marvellous news, isn't it, my sisters?
Yes. But don't get too excited. Hold your horses, girls. Or vice versa. Because nobody knows if the world is ready for the definitive novels written by the ladies. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yes.
And so it was. They returned to their humble draughty parsonage and sat anxiously waiting round the kitchen table with their aged father. And the clock ticked on, and the wuthering winds beat at the window.
When suddenly they heard footsteps on the drive and a knock upon the door. Who is it?
'Tis I, Lord Percy Penguin of Penguin Hall. I come with news. Open up, open up. Do you hear me?
Certainly, Sir Pensy. Just a tick.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I am Lord Percy Penguin of Penguin. And as you know, I have published your books recently, and I have to say...
Yes?
Good news. We publish your definitive novels, and guess what?
What?
They're doing incredibly well with the general public at large. They're flying off the shelves like hot cakes. Which is pretty amazing, considering until yesterday you was anonymous non-entities.
Monogamous non-entities?
Yes. But anyway, here's a detailed breakdown of your monthly take-ins. Charlotte Bronte?
Yes?
As you know, you wrote Jane Eyre.
Yes, I did, yes.
Well, I'm happy to inform you that your book is a runaway success.
Thank you very much.
Anne Hathaway?
Speaking.
The tenant of Wildfell Hall.
Yes?
Is a passionate and courageous challenge to the conventions supposedly upheld by Victorian society. No one's actually read it, but I'm sure it'll do very well.
Oh, that's smashing. Thank you very much.
And lastly, The Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte.
Yes?
Absolute disaster. Critics hated it, completely unbelievable, uninvolving, uninteresting, and pointless. And those were the good ones. But tell you what, have a crack at another if I was you.
I don't...
Sorry?
I don't have another...
I'm sure you do. You'll come up with something.
No, you see...
Plenty more where that came from, I'm sure.
No, my whole life and purpose of being was in this book.
Right.
So I haven't got no other.
Good. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I'm happy to present you all with this combined royalty cheque of 12 and 6.
12 and 6?
Which I know doesn't sound a lot, but in today's money it comes to approximately £2.5 million.
Well, that's absolutely marvellous news, isn't it, girls? Yes. That's good news, isn't it, Father?
Certainly is. Thank you, Lord Penguin.
Yes, thank you, Lord Penguins.
Don't mention it. But it's not just marvellous news for you, you know.
Really? What do you mean by that, then?
I have now realised that I've been very short-sighted in my view of women's authors' writing capabilities, and you have personally given inspiration to millions of ladies' writers of a female persuasion. To write such famous ladies' novels as Persuasion, obviously, Lady Windermere's Fan, Madame Bovary, Call Me Madam, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And not only that, but also has given all them aspiring to do the arts against the odds when all around them says you can't, that you actually can, if you believe in yourself and hold your head up high and walk through the storm and whistle a happy tune, and you'll never walk alone. So thank you very much, goodbye, and good luck.
Bye, Percy!
Bye!
Well, girls, we've done it! We've done it! Now we can make our dreams come true and open our very own Bronte Museum and Clotted Tea Rooms, open to the public for many years to come, right up until the present day. Yes. Hello.
Oh, hello, and welcome to the Bronte Museum, or Parsonage, in the present day. The original birthplace and house and home of the famous Bronte sisters, known throughout the world for their famous novels.
Thank you. And how much are tickets, please?
Ticket prices £10, with concessions for kiddies, OAPs or pensioners, and group bookings.
Lovely. Also, do you have a gift shop at all, selling souvenirs and such like?
Yes, we certainly do. Why not visit our attractive Bronte gift shop, selling a wide variety of Bronte soaps, Bronte room fresheners, and an attractive array of Bronte jams, biscuits, and fudges.
Oh, lovely. Oh, finally, do you have a guided tour by any chance going round the house and home?
Well, we do not guide our tours as such. Instead, we suggest our patrons wander at their own pace amongst these hallowed sanctums. You start in the dining room and carry on at your leisure.
Dining room?
Just in here, please.
Oh, thank you. Oh, but what are all these articles and artifacts in them glass cabinets, might I ask?
These are all Bronte ephemera.
Really?
Yes. For example, here is the pen with which they done the writing.
Fascinating.
And here is the paper they done the writing on.
Oh, right.
And look here, look. Here is the big dining room table on which they done the writing on.
Oh, yes. And what is that a-ticking on the wall?
It is the clock. Wound up every night by old Father Bronte. Still it ticks as it always done, even in olden times.
Oh, yes, I can hear it still ticking since olden times.
Yes.
The strange hypnotic ticking is making me feel quite sleepy.
Yes, it can have that effect. Isn't it strange to think it was here in this very dining room, round this very dining room table, that the little sisters of Bronte did write their famous novel?
Yes.
The most famous of all being Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, probably, which she wrote entirely alone whilst wuthering about on the moors. Or Heights, obviously, and become the most famous novel of the whole world, though tragically she was not to know that in her own lifetime.
How sad, but also intriguing. I never knew that.
No, not many people do.
But tell me, kindly curator of the Bronte Museum and Clotted Gift Shop,
Yes?
what happened to all them Emma Bunty's sisters, Martinez? Did they live to unripe old age in the parsonage?
No, sadly, no. They died quite quickly, one after the other, in their early 30s.
In the early 30s? Oh, no. And old Father Parson Brontes, the father of the Brontes?
He survived them by many years and lived all alone there, all by himself, in the parsonage.
How sad and tragic a tale.
Yes. And every night he would wind the clock up, just as he always done, saying them self-same words till the day he died. Just wind the clock up. Don't be late to bed. And it is said that on certain evenings, when the wind is a-whispering across the moors and the old clock a-ticking, you can still hear 'em.
Hear 'em? Hear what precisely?
The excited sisterly scribblings of the Bronte sister siblings.
Really?
Still sending their words out on the wind, into the world. Sadly, I have never heard 'em myself. Perhaps it is but an old wives' tale.
Probably.
Anyway, if you care to continue on our guided tour, let us visit the authentic Bronte kitchen with authentic Bronte kitchen equipment and bric-a-brac.
Bronte bric-a-brac, yes, please.
Then come this way, if you would, please.
Thank you.
Just wind the clock up. Don't be late to bed.
Oh, Mr. Rochester! Oh, Mr. Rochester! Oh, Mr. David Tennant of Wildfell Hall! Heathcliff! Heathcliff! Cathy! Cathy! Cathy, come home! Yes.
That was The Arts and How They Was Done, conceived, written and presented by the National Theatre of Brent. Patrick Barlow, who played Desmond Olivier Dingle, John Ram, who played Raymond Vox, and Martin Duncan, who directed. The Arts and How They Was Done was produced by Liz Anstey and was a Celador production for BBC Radio 4. Next week, Puccini and Madame Butterfly.